191 damage if you're willing to spend the meter. Go on.
191. All right, we're back. But you guys can't see anything, so let's move. You return to consciousness. Everyone is standing. In the center, there is a man. He is wearing a full set of plate armor, entirely made of cement. It is slightly scorched. He is wielding a broadsword made entirely of cement, and he is standing in a fighting stance.
Oh, we're back here.
He charges at Dio.
Charges straight off the bat.
He's got beef.
Well, I'm gonna charge straight at him. Do I get any points because of the whole? What is it? I live to fight, or I'm a survivor. No, I'm a survivor. I guess it doesn't apply here, but I live to fight.
Yeah, it doesn't give you anything.
Nothing.
No.
Fuck it.
I mean,
Right
you're following your bond. It's just not getting you into trouble at all.
No, I'm just charging at the giant cement man.
Not yet.
That's not trouble.
No, I mean he's charging at you. You're already in a fight.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're
I'm
running at
charging
him.
at
He's
him.
running at you.
I guess I'm gonna like try to cleave him. Like,
Okay.
sort of try to spin around to cut him on the side as I go through him.
Yeah, so you're gonna try and dodge and cut with your spear.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna try and parry your blow and like run after you. And as he parries the blade of your spear, a big like blast of flame goes off and fills the air.
Not this time, motherfucker. I'm gonna like really quickly, like when he parries,
Yeah.
turn the blade, like the blade is like this, right? Like parries like this.
Yeah.
Turn it sideways
Yeah.
and try to shoot like a level 4. I think otherwise I'm gonna pass out. A level 4 fireball through it to use it as a magnifying glass sort of thing.
Oh, through the blade of your spear?
Yeah, like we did with the marble.
Okay, yeah. Sure, you shoot a level 4 blast through it. It goes through and it just knocks him in the chest and knocks him back, and he staggers back a few steps.
Well, this is all happening. We're not preoccupied with anything. We're just kind of.
Nope, you're in
You can do
Central
whatever you
Park.
want, yeah.
All right.
Okay. I figure I can do something to help Dio. Okay, so he's staggered, right?
Yeah, he's staggered backwards. The cement man.
Alright, so I act quick and I do can I do a level 5 thing? I
Sure.
remember my level 3 thing did absolutely nothing to him last time.
Sure.
So I make some vines, some shadow vines spread at his like location, the knight's location, and I make them tightly like go around his foot.
So you're trying to snare
up
him.
until his crotch, yeah, like
Yeah.
right up to his crotch.
Okay. That's inappropriate.
This whole time, I'm like focusing on the concrete.
That's disturbing.
looking
Yeah,
for
so-
cracks or-
Okay, wait. So he's snared by your vines. Rem, what are you doing?
I'm focusing on him and like trying to see if I can find any like pattern to his movements or if there's any particular place that he's very weak in or very weak at.
All right, you just use a level 5 focus, and you squint, you look closely, you're examining his armor, and on his chest there's the beginning of a crack
Mm-hmm.
that you can see like square in the middle.
Can I yell out to Dio and
Totally.
just everybody around the party? Dio, look at his chest.
Sure,
He's
I'm gonna
cracking.
give you level 2 shine on that, which means
Okay.
that anyone who's following what you said will get an extra +2 to their action.
Okay, so I have a question. We never really talked about how my bow works as far as arrows go.
Yeah, you're holding a bow. I assume you're wearing the quiver.
Yes.
No, he just left it there. Fuck it.
You're holding
So
a
can I
bow and
just,
you're
like-
wearing the quiver.
Pull stuff out.
There's a lightning bolt in your hand.
Okay, so I start shooting at his chest.
You're shooting at his chest. All right. What? Okay, yeah, so you just start shooting lightning at his chest, and you're just battering him with arrow after arrow. It's just sort of like knocking him in place, but it doesn't seem to be like stopping him. You're occupying him.
Yeah.
And he's like defending himself with his sword and stuff, and eventually he just pulls his sword down and uses it to cut off the shadow vines and takes a step forward and sort of starts blocking your lightning shots with his arm.
Okay, I'm gonna run around him, so he's either forced to turn to me and take his the arrows in the back,
Yeah.
or ignore me. What is,
Alright.
is he gonna like?
You run around him, he's gonna charge at Albatross.
Motherfucker! Didn't see that one coming.
So I do have something prepared for this. I turn my bow and stab at him. Then.
Alright, you turn your bow and stab at
He's a
him.
giant.
Yeah, you sort of like stop his charge, so his swing isn't in the correct range. You stop his charge closer than he wants to, so when he swings, you're able to like step backwards and avoid it. But it doesn't like he's not hurt at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge it. I'm gonna charge at him from behind again,
Mhm.
like while he's charging at the Albatross.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You're running at him from behind. I guess he. Yeah. No, you're running at him. Is anyone else want to
Okay.
do anything?
I'm kind of my chain whips, or which are like my only weapon.
Yeah.
They're pretty short range. They're only like say maybe like they probably extend maybe 4 or 5 feet out of my range. But for the
Mhm.
most part, I'm out of the fight. Maybe like no, I'm just kind of hanging back, not really like fighting him or being the main thing, just trying to be supportive.
Yeah. You're
And,
just continuing, continuing to use your focus and maintaining that.
hmm
Okay. Yeah. I guess. So Dio's charging at him. What are you planning on doing when you get close?
Stabbing him in the back of the neck.
Okay. So
Like-
just sort of like yeah, got it down.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I'm not
Rem.
making friends.
Rem, you notice that he's actually looked over his shoulder and he sees Dio coming, and he's like his left arm is chambered.
All right. I step in. I sort of like.
Yeah.
I guess it's I also with my heightened senses and stuff I sort of notice this, and I sort of like just make another vine to pull Dio away from whatever knockout blow is about to happen to him.
Sure. All right. You make a vine, and it just sort of like stops Dio in his tracks, and just sort of like, so he just sort of goes like, ugh.
Next time, hold him, not me.
And the cement guy just like releases he just spins around and like would have backfisted you like in the skull.
So I guess he whiffs completely.
Yeah, he whiffs, and he's left open.
And
So
I
he's like,
immediately
"Bang."
release Dio. I immediately release Dio.
Stab straight
Yeah.
at the chest.
All right, you stab straight at the chest. You hit directly on the point, and your spear is like stuck in his chest.
Can I sort of channel fire through the spear?
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go for level 4 before I pass out.
Okay.
Through the spear, right in the crack.
Yeah, the shine upgrades it to level 6. And that's just sort of you naturally have a greater understanding of where exactly to go, where to send the fire. And so a bolt of flame, almost like following a line of gasoline, right? Just shoots down the spear into his chest, and it starts. There's this smoking. And he's just sort of like burning. He like goes to lift his sword up above you, above his head, and he's beginning to bring it down.
Okay, can I dodge out of it? Like.
Yeah, but you would
backflip?
have to remove your spear and stop your attack.
I can definitely shield him if I use what is it? It's still at level 5. My shadow magic is still
Mhm.
at level 5, so I can still make a level 5 shield without like exerting myself, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm not using
Yeah,
any
you can.
points of will to do it.
Mhm.
I'll do a level 5 shield like as quick as I can.
Okay. Dio, how many points of cool do you have?
3.
All right. Are you gonna try and like move away, or are you gonna try and kill this dude?
No, I'm gonna. I'm guessing the shield is on me, not on my area.
I'd say it's like above you, like in the air.
Okay. Uh, not this time, sweetheart. I'm gonna like still holding the spear, so it's channeling the fire, right?
Yeah.
Jump at him, so I'm sort of hugging him as close as possible, so he can't do anything.
Yeah.
right?
So you try and get inside of his guard.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
This time you're gonna burn.
All right. And what level of cool do you have?
Again, 3.
You have 3. Okay. You jump in and you get as close to him as possible. You try and like push in the spear as you're doing it. He brings the sword down. It busts
wait,
through
no.
the.
I wanted to add something. To
Okay.
the thing.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. The shield thing, I sort of make it so the shadow goes around his like sword, and it's sort of stuck in my shield. But so that I imagine it's not gonna be stuck there forever, but it's gonna buy Dio some time.
Are you adding
But-
any will to that, or is it just the shield?
Yeah, I'm adding 2 will to that.
Okay, you're adding 2 will.
Yes.
So your shield like increases in power. This sword like it hits the shield, it busts through, and the shield like pops into vines that are like holding it up. The sword breaks those as well. It comes down, but like as it's about to hit Dio, Dio just like pushes in and leans up and like switches his weight and like lifts the guy up on the leverage of his spear, and he just shudders and like crumbles.
Huh,
Epic,
that's pretty
man.
cool.
That is incredibly cool. I suddenly feel even more
Well.
useless than before.
You're officially a murderer, Dio. How do you feel?
Pretty good, actually.
Officially. That's not what I heard just now. I think he got his christening way back.
So basically, Dio is the carry and everyone else is support.
Hey, he tried to
Basically.
kill me, and I fended him off so Dio could get him.
Exactly, you're support.
I gotta
Hey.
say.
Everybody needs a carry. Everybody needs a DPS. Everybody needs a support.
You know
We're
what they
missing our
say.
tank, which is the dragon guy. What's
Yeah.
his name?
Yeah, so the armor like crumbles and a gout of flame shoots out the back and it just falls into pieces, big blocks of cement hitting the ground. And along with like ash, which is sort of
There's-
raining.
There's nobody inside.
No, there's ash.
I'll
I
take it.
suppose that's what Dio would do too.
Exactly. I like this. I'm sort of looking at my spear and going like, yeah.
Sweet.
Not much for questioning though.
No.
Well- Can't have everything.
There's also I guess the remnants of like a belt. It looks like braided leather, with little
Versace.
stones in it.
No Versace.
Alright. Can I use my heightened senses? I want to smell this. I want to like smell around this thing.
You smell ash from dead person.
Delicious. I'm gonna pick it up and give it to Rem. Can you see anything relevant here?
Sure, you sort of pick it up. It's a lot heavier than it looks because you realize the stones in it are like
Actual stones.
stones. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you probably toss it to him nonetheless.
Probably.
Am I able to recognize? Like, is this similar to what we saw at Henry's whatsoever, or no?
you sort of catch it, and and you catch it in like, and your like hands sting from this guy that just threw a very heavy belt at you. So yeah, you're gonna hyper focus on it.
Okay.
And yeah, like the stones are clearly have some remnants of magic in them. You feel deeply unsettled and uncomfortable.
Okay.
And you can tell that the magic is almost completely fizzled out. Like there's basically nothing left.
From it. All right. So, guys, this was like something that was really pretty powerful at one point, but now we defeated it and it's all gone. Is there any way we can recover it or try and
I don't think.
just don't fit?
Go on.
Yeah, so you're trying to figure out like what would power it again, I guess? Or what?
I'm
Well-
guessing that is one of these, and I point to our new weapons.
Hmm.
Maybe we should go visit Henry and maybe he'll know what to do with it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Henry or Jason or Julian, one of them might know more about this.
I haven't met Julian, I think.
Me neither.
No, you haven't. That's right. The big question is, how do we get back to Henry?
We believe.
Oh, green
We
ass.
tap
Probably
our
like the
heels.
best answer you're gonna get.
We tap our heels together 3 times and say, Henry, Henry, Henry.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Maybe we can go back to Jason to try and get us back to Henry?
Yeah,
You know what?
sure.
He
We'll go
likes
to
to
the bar.
take us out of fights. We just have to get into another fight.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Whenever he's taken us away, it was in a fight.
Well, the only persons left to fight around are each other, and I don't really want to do that.
I'm sort of looking at Albatross going like,
Shooty, shooty.
Although I think I'd hold my own.
probably.
So-
Probably.
I think at this point Rem would probably win by the sheer fact that he's not exhausted from making
No,
weapons.
we'd kill each other and then he'd live just because he wasn't fighting us.
Yeah, exactly. Just want to stand there. What idiots! Like,
I'm OP, dude. Shall we go to the club?
I mean, we can always go to Julian then if Henry isn't able to help us, or if we're not able to find him, or the other person. I forgot his name.
Jason is probably at the club. Jason is always at the club. You just gotta ask for him.
I mean, I'm definitely not opposed to going to a club.
Yeah, especially
Alright.
because you're still shirtless and kind of wet.
Yep, I am still shirtless. In New York.
Definitely wet.
All right, so you guys are heading to Les Barons.
Liberal.
Yes.
We go home.
All right, you're in Central Park, so you're gonna want to take a taxi to get there.
Okay,
No,
I'm
we wanna
gonna
take an
call.
Uber.
Yeah, we're gonna
Gotta
call our
take an
friend.
Uber.
What's it called?
Elijah, I think.
Yeah,
Yes,
Elijah.
All right, you call up
the Uber
Elijah.
driver.
He, gives you the usual lip service, asks you where you'd like to go, pouts a little bit about the last time. Actually, no, he doesn't. He, gives you the lip service, asks you where you'd like to go, and, like pretty soon, you, I suppose, because you're in sort of like the center of Central Park, you start walking towards the road. And pretty soon you hear the squeal of tires and you see Elijah like driving on the sidewalk to come and pick you up.
He looks
dear.
eager.
Sounds about right. Ha, he looks
He
eager.
looks
I see
eager.
what you did there.
All right, get in the cab.
Okay.
Like a bathtub with all these plugs.
Yeah, you hop in the cab and he takes you to Les Barons.
Liberal.
He
Very
doesn't ask
quickly.
about the fire spear or the bow.
Shh.
No.
Okay.
We hid them. Under my non-existent shirt, we hid them.
How? Okay. I can sort of understand how you hide the bow, because you can sort of say that's shooting at the club. How do you hide the spear?
Oh, I hide a spear all day, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That was good.
Anyway.
That was good. I like it.
Anyways, moving on. He doesn't ask.
Actually, I'd say the bow and the spear, when you stop using them, just become a ring. We're gonna do the Captain
Yeah,
Planet
that's pretty
method.
cool.
The
I
what? The
think
what?
that-
The Captain Planet method.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a
I
good
mean,
I like to call it the
love it.
Percy Jackson method, personally.
Percy Jackson.
What
I-
in
I
his
refuse
sword-
that.
Yeah,
I
let's
refuse
not do
sword
that.
turned into a pen, and his
Oh.
shield turned into a watch.
All right. So anyway, you arrive at the nightclub.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean it's the usual place. Red door in the middle of the street, unmarked. Bouncers outside. Doesn't really pay you any notice. You walk in. It's bustling. There's music going. It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
by Sandstorm, right? I recognize this one.
no, it's actually My House by Overwork.
My house.
Um, look around for Jason.
Yeah, I mean you go to his usual table, but he's not there.
I just sort of yell really loudly, Jason!
A waitress like looks over at you and is like, "What?"
Who?
One of the waitress, like cocktail waitresses, like looks over at you and is like, "What?"
Hello?
I just
Like-
sort of give her the.
Yeah.
I mean, I give her a little wink, but
I sort of
as I
like
am still shirtless.
Do you sort of run your hand on your chest as well, like?
I'm just like,
oh. Okay, so I sort of like roll my eyes at Dio and walk over to the bar and ask about Jason.
The bartender like is doing bartender things. He's making someone drink and he's just like, yeah, he's doing a guest DJ gig at another club tonight.
Just
Okay. Any idea what that club is? Man.
He said it was in Palm Springs.
How far is that? My American geography sucks.
It's across the
far.
country.
it's like
Okay.
so New York's up here on the like northeast, and Palm Springs is on the
Okay.
southwest.
I'm just gonna get up, like, sort
Yeah.
of fuck this, and walk to the door he showed us last time.
Oh, you're gonna walk to the back door?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you walk to the back door. You open it. A gust of cold wind blows through.
Ooh.
Colder than normal outside, I assume.
Oh, it's freezing.
Alright.
Alright, so we're frozen in place.
Not that kind of freezing.
Yeah. Just sort of walk in and, like, what is inside?
All right, you walk out onto the door and you find yourself on a street in Paris.
You remember
Alright.
that, Dio?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah, you find yourself on a Parisian street. The nightclub in Palm Springs that he was talking about was the I don't know. It's like some Japanese inspired nightclub. I can't think of any good names right now. The
Gaijin.
Lotus Flower. It's the Lotus
Lotus
Flower.
Senpai.
There you go.
Holy con.
It's the Gaijin Baka.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Senpai bar.
No, it's the Golden Lotus. There we
Okay.
go. It's the Golden Lotus, and it's a Japanese inspired nightclub.
I like Baka Gaijin more. It's the stupid foreigner.
Pretty good, but no.
Okay, Lotus Flower. I look around for the Lotus Flower or whatever.
Well, you're in
Flyers.
Paris right now, so you got to find your way to
we're not-
Tokyo.
So we gotta like find a nightclub that is
We were-
like, if I remember correctly, no, 2 sessions ago, the next nightclub was in Germany from Paris.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
and in Australia.
last time we went down the road, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to the right.
All right, you go to the right. As you're walking, there's a bunch of people speaking in French. They're, enjoying the evening. A few of them briefly just you're like, hey, you want to go to a house party? Like, follow me, come on. They beckon you to come along. I assume you just keep walking.
Yeah, just fucking ignore everybody.
The
don't know,
cold
are
is
they girls?
really starting to get to you. It's a really intense cold. It's eating away at you.
I'm gonna just light a small fire.
radiate heat.
It doesn't help. Like, you can't feel the heat from the fire.
God fucking damn it, Jason.
I suggest we go back where we came from. We just wait for him. I mean, realistically, a party only lasts one night, and he's gonna be back.
When Jason's hosting the party, does it only last one night?
But as you keep walking, you everyone stops speaking French, and you start to hear some Spanish.
All right, wrong way.
Kind of, southwest, like LA kind of area. They speak Spanish. Some people.
Germany, Spain. So you're going the other way. I start running the opposite way. See if that helps.
So you start running towards Germany.
No, okay. We're right here, right? We went forward first time, and that was Germany.
Yeah.
And then I went this way, and it was Spain.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they were like this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go back where I came from and keep running in that direction.
All right, you're running in that direction. You're moving fast. You're starting to sweat a little bit. Everyone else is trailing behind you, but the cold is still actually, and it does relieve the cold. So you're starting to warm up a little bit. Yeah, you start moving once again as you're running. People are like, yo, where are you going? We got a house party. Where are you trying to go? What? And they're trying to like get your attention.
I'm gonna stop when they do that. I'm gonna stop and like, just sort of have a flash.
Yeah.
And like, Jason, just look at one and go, Jason.
No. Huh? Wait.
Did you say a flash?
Are you trying to get to the Golden Lotus?
Yes.
All right. One of the guys is like, yeah, follow me.
Okay, I follow the guy.
All right, he is drinking and celebrating, and leading the walk, and more people are joining him. It sort of becoming like the party herd, moving from Club A to Club B. The people around you
doesn't even surprise me anymore.
Are bustling and going and shouting, yelling, having a good time, and before you know it, you're in Tokyo, stopped outside a little club called the Golden Lotus.
I thank our guide and walk in.
You walk in. It's you open the door, and there's a gust of wind. The wind or the air around you gusts into the building. You see the back door of a nightclub, and you enter. There's a bunch of people dancing on the dance floor. Bartender serving drinks. It's a gay club.
Of course it is.
Because it's Palm
I'll look
Springs.
around for Jason.
Jason is DJing. Yeah, he's
all right.
He's got one headphone and he's
typical DJ.
And
feeling himself, yeah.
He's just playing a Skrillex song on his laptop.
I'm gonna
Jason.
sort of walk to him, sort of ignoring the crowd, just pushing through the crowd, whatever, and just walk up to him.
He just looks up to you. He's like, "Hey, Dio."
Need a word.
And that's behind him.
He's just like, "One moment," and he like looks down at someone in the crowd and like smiles at them, and they smile, and they're like, "Hey," and he's like, "Come over here," and he just like gives them the headset, and they just take over, and he just leads you up to a private room.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so you're in a private room. You can hear the bass bumping through the walls, but the door offers some relief from the headache, and you're
Okay.
yeah, you're in a private room. Jason's there.
Jason, we just fought who I assume is someone from the Disciples of Reed. When they accidentally died, and I would have no idea how that happened.
Wow, that's very strange.
It is. It's a coincidence, you might say.
Yeah.
They drop this, and I give him the belt. Or I point to the belt that I think Rem is still carrying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I should be, right? I don't.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't put him down, so he just sort
He
of.
just went.
I'm actually wearing it right now. I think it's pretty fashionable.
He looks at it. Are you actually wearing it?
I guess so. I can unbuckle it.
He looks at it and like just grabs it and rips it off of you.
All right. I mean, we're at a
And
gate club, so that kind of thing goes.
he I guess he would like he like just holds in his hands and like unbraids it completely and then just throws it in the trash and he says, "You don't want any piece of that."
Geez, Jason, I know it's not very fashion forward, but that was a bit extreme.
These I know what that is. It's created using human souls. And I don't think you want any part of that.
Whose human soul was that? Do you know?
Nope. Don't know. It's drained.
Is there any way to track where it came from?
It came from Mortimer, but where exactly? Yeah, we can't.
Okay. Follow-up question: would you have any idea where Mortimer could be making these?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, he'd need some fairly powerful.
Would I be able to focus on any of the materials of like that the belt's made of, and maybe say like, oh, this would be coming from a plant?
I mean,
And
it's
it's
just leather. It's
Oh, okay.
Comes from cows.
yeah.
Yeah.
He just sort of is. He's like, he'd have to be on a ley line. I mean,
Who's got the map? I'm sorry, I turned to back to them. Who's got the map?
you have the map.
Oh, of course I do.
I'm pretty
Who
sure.
else to the
like-
right?
It's it's a miracle it hasn't caught on fire yet.
Deus Ex Machina. Or Dio Ex Machina. I take out the map and I show it to Jason. Can you mark the ley lines?
He looks and he says, "No, I don't have the capability, but Julian maybe."
Gotcha.
Julian.
I turn back to them. Is there anything else you guys want while we're here? Oh, we got his attention.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a drink.
He just sort of is like 1 sec and then like opens the door, shouts, and like closes the door, and pretty soon a waitress comes in with a drink.
I'm just sort of looking at Albatross going like the blankest expression ever. Like,
Well,
Actually, it
he
wouldn't
said
be a
he was
waitress; it would be a waiter.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
come back. He's a waitress, so I was gonna give her a wink.
No,
Never
it was a
mind.
waiter because you're in a gay club.
Never mind.
I
You
turn back.
girls? You saying girls can't work in gay clubs, Cret? Wow. Wow, Cret.
That's not what I'm
That's an
saying.
appeal to the
That
crowd.
is what you're saying.
Wow,
Yeah.
Cret. Wow. I'm going to tell Reddit all about this, Cret.
Uh-huh.
And then they should fix the servers. Anyways,
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
you want the shirt while we're at it?
No, I'm good.
He's good.
Alright.
All right. Thanks, Jason. Thanks for actually answering our question without roundabouts once. For once.
Oh,
He
my
just sort of nods and
That
says,
actually
"Yeah,
feels
anything
strange.
else?"
I know, it actually feels weird. And thanks for the heads up on the way here. I think that was you.
No, that's just how it works.
Alright, thanks anyways. Walk out, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta, if you want, you can return to the chancel. Otherwise, you'll be in California.
Yeah, I think that would be useful.
All right,
Back to the
you
chancel.
go out the back door. A gust of wind hits you in the face. The cold returns, and you're in the streets of Tokyo.
This isn't Tokyo, by the way.
That is definitely France.
Okay, listen, that's the one picture I have for the whole chancel, so suck it up.
The French part of
France is the
Tokyo.
whole world.
Yeah.
It's the French part of Tokyo. French
Exactly.
town.
Use your imagination,
okay.
God damn it.
I'm gonna walk back the way we came from while talking to them. Like, I guess next stop is Julian.
The okay.
After I finish.
Well,
my
you
meal.
don't really know the way back. Now that I think
Can't
about it.
I see the way that we came?
No,
like,
because
can't
there was just sort of hustle and bustle, and then you were there. Bam.
Bam, just like that.
I see.
Bam.
I guess you could say it was magical.
um. All right. I think I figured out how this works. Turn to a random passerby. What's the name of the club we came from?
Le Baron.
Le Baron.
Yeah.
And ask them where the club is. Where that club
They
is.
say, "Oh, it's in the French Quarter. You want me to take you there?" I was just
Yes,
going
please.
there, and they start going. People join the herd. They're partying. They're having a good time. They're drinking. They offer you a drink.
I'll
sound
take
like
it.
the one.
All right,
Alright.
you guys take a drink, and you show up real quick at the door to Le Baron, a little red door with no sign.
Thank you. Walk.
Huh.
Walk back into the club.
All right, you enter the club. The air enters the building. You know, the cold air around you just shoots in the building as you open the door. You go inside. You close the door, and you're in Le Baron nightclub.
I think it's time to call Elijah again. We need another ride.
That we do.
All right, you call up Elijah. Where you going?
Meet him outside. It was in a hotel, right? It was or an apartment block thing in the middle of town. Where's Julian?
Yeah, the big building.
Yeah. He's in I forget exactly where. One sec. Financial district. He's in the financial district.
Okay.
Basically, there's a door to a building. That
Tell
you
him
have
to
him
drive
drive
us
you
there.
there.
I suppose.
All right. He burns rubber, gets you there real quick. You show up outside the financial district, or outside a building in the financial district. It's pretty late at night. It's about 2 a.m.
Seems like
Okay.
the perfect time for Dio to yell.
It would,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? I'm gonna try slightly more gentle approach.
Civilized?
hmm
Yeah, and I'm gonna just is there a doorman outside?
No. It's 3 a.m.
Okay, just sort of lean on the door that he usually opens for us,
Yeah.
and just sort of in a normal voice ask about Julian.
Yeah. The door sort of like opens gently from the inside, and it's the same guy with the candle, and he just beckons you inside.
I turn back to the rest of the guys. See, I think I figured out how this works, more or less.
He beckons you into the Great Hall of the Order of the Magi. It's still lit by chandeliers. And sitting in his chair at the end of the hall with a fire burning behind him is Julian.
Quite majestic.
Indeed. He is that kind of guy. He's a royal kind of guy. Does anybody else want to do the talking this time?
I mean, I can try. I never
I
met
don't
him
know
before,
the
so-
guy. I don't know the guy, so.
Oh right, you guys don't know him yet. I turned back to Julian and to sort of do the presentation. Just Julian, Lydia, Rem. We have a new
Members.
entourage, if you want.
Everyone else
Julian
left.
just stands up with his cane and like walks towards you, using the cane to with each step, and says, "Welcome back to the Order. How can I help you?"
A lot of things happened since last time we were here.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna give the word to either Rem or Illyria, because I've talked way too much.
All right, I'll take it. Well, we were fighting some shadow chick, or not some shadow chick. We were fighting somebody, and then we got teleported out of nowhere into this mass jungle. And inside this jungle, we found this perfect circle. We met a new character, or we met somebody named Henry. Have you ever met somebody named Henry before, Julian?
Can't say that I have.
We discovered these little marble things.
Can I see them?
But
Pagan.
can you see them? Do we have them with us? We have them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold
I
it up.
guessing you and Albatross were carrying them. I don't know what happened to them.
I mean, I
guess
don't.
I just put it in
you
my
wouldn't have
pocket.
it. Actually, Dio
Alright.
was the last one to have the Shadow Frost.
Oh yeah,
We
I'll
should
put it in my pocket.
preface the marbles with the circle of creation.
I I think we shouldn't tell him everything.
Let's just say we found the marbles for now, okay? Well, hush, hush.
I'm
Alright.
just gonna point to the marble, like give him the marble that I still
Yeah.
have in my pocket, right? So I'm guessing you know what that is.
He just sort of like, you present it to him, and you're sort of holding it on like a small flame, and he just sort of makes a circle with his hands, and it just sort of hovers between his fingers. He says, "This is a very powerful artifact. Where did you find it?" And he like looks you up and down.
It was on the ground. We picked it up off the ground.
We found it at Henry's place. Or should we not tell him at all about the world that we were in?
No, just not.
Get
I'm
your
guessing no details, no cancels,
He's
nothing.
been pretty nice to me and DL.
Yeah. So we've been fighting some people from the Disciples of Reed.
Mm-hmm.
They had something like that, but made of human souls. Where can someone in this city make something like that?
Well, you need a ley line, and you need human sacrifices, and you need very powerful magic, and it sounds like a bunch of things that Mortimer Reed would do.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my map again and show it to him. Can you show us where the ley lines are?
He looks at it and he says, "Yes, with a artifact like this, I could. It will take time. I would offer you a room to stay while I perform this working."
Alright.
I think we humbly accept.
Humbly accept, exactly.
All right. He has one of his
Wow.
acolytes show you to a bunk room.
We're not going to show him the other one, though. We only show him the Shadowfrost one, and the other one we'll like
Yeah.
keep to ourselves. As
Oh,
secret.
I guess he says he would also say, as payment, fair trade, let me keep this.
Alright.
I mean, if
guess,
it's that powerful of an artifact, and we have another one. I mean, I guess we have no choice but to.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the trade.
He
We
nods,
can
and
go back and make
one of his
another one.
acolytes shows you to the bunk room, and you know they leave you be.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
So if
right.
anyone wants to do anything before they turn in, go for it. Otherwise,
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to put on a shirt before I go to sleep.
yeah, they have like clothes or something.
Wait. You walked around in half of the world without a shirt, and now that you're going to sleep, you want to put on a shirt?
Yeah. It's cold.
Literally no sense. But it doesn't make any less sense.
Where was
than
I gonna get a
anything
shirt
else
from? They have shirts here. Where was I gonna get a shirt from? I don't have money. I wasn't gonna buy one.
That's fine. Go with it. I'm gonna turn to them. Sort of in a hush voice. It's not that I don't trust Julian, but I don't know what his angle is exactly. To them, I think Albatross has been here with me before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what his angle is, so until we know exactly which side he's on, don't volunteer too much information. We don't know where Henry sits on this.
Fair enough.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else before you turn in for the night?
We're spending the night at his house, or are we going elsewhere?
You're bunking here.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Well,
Let's
I'm exhausted. Let's sleep.
let's do projects and end the session there.
Alright.
So on the project sheet, you guys should be all shared on that.
Yep.
So learn about Mortimer Reed and Jason Tabernacle. You're at 10 over the last 2 sessions, but what else have we learned about them?
Human
Let's see.
sacrifices.
To create artifacts, I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
You already knew that, though.
And these artifacts are the thing that are powering his soldiers, if you want.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I don't know if this is relevant, but his soldiers seem to be complete fanatics. They will fight to the death. Like they're
Mhm.
not suicidal, but they will fight to the death if needed.
Yeah.
Doesn't okay.
They don't really care if you stab them. They kind of keep trying to kill you.
Can we
Exactly.
can we deduce that they are power hungry from that?
Or mind controlled,
Mm.
brainwashed.
I think those are a little bit of stretches.
I think so, but maybe.
What else do you know?
Let's see. Between those two, between Mortimer Reed and Jason Kev, I guess we learned a little bit more of how Jason's chancel works.
Okay, yeah.
That you can ask the nice people for directions. They must be Canadian in his chancel.
And that it works better to ask them instead of trying to threaten them.
Yes.
And they always coincidentally know or head the way that we are heading.
Mm-hmm.
Can we mention that the chancels are sort of a... How do I put it? If it's a chancel of creation, then the chancels are extremely powerful at creation.
Mm.
And if it's a chancel of partying, it's
Yeah, I
extremely
mean, I guess
powerful at
chancels have power.
Yeah.
Sure. Anything else?
partying.
Between those, can we only draw conclusions from those or from anything else that has happened?
Yeah, I mean, anything else that just has to do with Mortimer Reed and Jason Tabernacle.
I still don't really know who Jason Tabernacle is. I mean, I get that he's the person behind everything. that we're, like,
Jason
learning
is
stuff
the guy at the nightclub.
He's the DJ.
Okay.
I guess Jason really likes music, doesn't count.
No,
Jason likes Skrillex. Confirmed.
he does like dubstep. It's true. It's on his
Yeah.
character sheet.
Likes that meow 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 meow.
It's actually his passion. I love dubstep.
It's also his bond. Is I can't stop listening to dubstep.
Does it mean that he gets will if he gets into a fight over dubstep? If someone says, no, dubstep sucks.
No, he just kills them.
But he gets full for it.
Coincidentally, they get hit by lightning and die.
Actually, he'd probably just punch the shit out of them.
That's
I don't
not
know,
a coincidence.
I haven't seen Jason get angry. Probably just laugh, you know. Yeah.
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 All right. Anything else about these guys?
We can't subsequently add to it if you remember.
Well, no, because it's probably gonna finish up the stop on the sheet.
Yeah,
The
we
step.
have enough to finish it.
All right, so now you sort of get to learn something about as a result of the stuff of Mortimer Reed and Jason Tabernacle. So, what question do you want me to answer?
Okay, let's confer as a team first before one of us decides.
Okay.
Why
I
was
think
it
one
so
of-
cold?
Hmm?
Why was it so cold when we opened the door to Jason's place?
I think
Because
that's a
it was
very
a prank.
specific. I think that's a very
Or-
specific question to Jason. Doesn't necessarily advance us towards our
didn't-
goal of figuring out how this went. I would
Okay.
suggest
I think
where
it's a great
what is
question.
where do they make these items, like these bracelets and all these things?
Well, that's what Julian was figuring out was where the ley lines were.
Yeah.
So that's already happening.
No, but I don't mean the ley lines. I mean
No, that's where he makes them though.
no, but okay, ley lines would be lines across the entire planet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but I
not-
mean, it's specifically Jason was talking about like an intersection of ley lines where
Okay.
two meet.
Okay, so I guess we don't need to figure that out because I don't hoping there aren't that many in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you've
Julian-
already been to one.
Yeah.
where we met Julian's friends.
Okay.
I don't know. We could ask how to find Henry so we can make more weapons.
How to stop the creation of these things, like permanently, how to stop him from making them.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
guess
one.
that works.
Kret is not convinced.
No, I'm just sort of thinking like.
Destroy the whole planet so there's no more ley lines.
Let me think about that.
Well, yeah, I guess. I guess if you set the entire world on fire, there will be no more soldiers.
There you go.
Yeah. It's like how Piccolo blew up the Earth to stop Gohan from transforming into the Saiyan.
He blew up
Blew
the
up the
moon.
moon. The moon. That's why I corrected it. Yeah, the moon.
If he had
Instead
blew
of
up the
cutting off the
Earth,
tail. Instead of cutting off the tail, he blew up the moon.
which is hilarious because it shows a complete misunderstanding of what the moon's properties on Earth. He would have destroyed quite a lot of the Earth with that, and quite a lot of life on Earth.
Just because everyone would have died in real life.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
an
I don't think that's really applicable, right? Like, that's not really something about Mortimer Reed or Jason.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Mortimer's goals?
What's
We
he
know
trying
that.
to do?
Yeah, specifically, what's his goal?
You already have that. He's
Yeah.
trying to make a chancellor out of New York,
Oh, right.
which also means he doesn't have one.
Why he doesn't have a chancel?
Because he hasn't made one.
Yeah, but why not?
Yeah.
He's very old.
He's very old, and everyone else has a chancel. Why
Well, I mean-
doesn't he have a chancel?
He's making one.
Okay.
He's lazy. He had to pick a good spot.
I guess he hasn't made one yet. Like,
It's hard.
I
to
could
find
answer
good
that
work.
for you, but like,
Okay. Yeah.
He
He's a
hasn't had-
I don't know you want. I don't know if you want that answer.
using human sacrifices.
Okay.
Hmm.
Maybe where is his base? His specific base of operations?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a chancel. He needs one in the real world, right? Does that seem like a better question to everybody else?
Yes.
I mean, would say if it's in like some discrete location, would we be able to get there? Like, do we have some
mean-
sort of like
It would
access?
be nice to know.
Dio
Well,
can go
more of a
wherever
nice
he wants.
actually.
He'll just break down the walls.
I can send shadow birds over and fucking spy on him if we actually find out.
That's true.
Or could we ask how to kill a noble?
There you go. That's good. That's good.
Because you're gonna have to stop Mortimer at some point.
Yeah.
No, we need like 3 nukes, 2 matches, 5 flamethrowers.
An actual, not the VCR lady response.
Yeah. Maybe Henry wasn't entirely reliable on that answer. Maybe we need a more practical answer than 2 nukes a match and scrotum tickles or whatever he said. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, so a noble can be killed with repeated and significant use of deadly force.
Basically, they're not immortal. You just gotta kill them over and over again.
Yes.
They're like cats.
So, how this works mechanically is they have two surface wounds, or they have 2 surface health levels, 1 tough health level, and 2 divine health levels. And in order to kill them, you have to remove both divine levels, the tough level, and the regular, and the 2 regular levels. But every time you remove one of the top levels, the ones below it all heal. Which means
Okay.
the fastest way to kill a noble is to hit them with 2 deadly wounds, then a serious wound, and then 2 surface wounds.
Okay, that's pretty useful.
Okay.
Deadly wounds are stuff that would hurt something very, very much, like a rocket-propelled grenade.
Like
in
having
nuke,
their face
basically.
melted off.
Or a very strong fireball.
Something that would jib a human is a deadly wound.
Okay.
Like,
something like making them forcefully ingest my shadows and fucking slaughtering them from the inside.
yeah, like,
Pretty graphic.
basically,
I'm on
a
board
deadly
with that.
wound is anything that would instantly kill someone, whereas a serious wound would probably just kill someone.
So a serious wound would be like a gunshot.
A serious wound would be... A surface wound could be a gunshot. A serious wound would be like tearing someone's arm off.
Hmm.
So we are going to eviscerate them, disembowel them, decapitate them, and then tickle them with a dagger.
I'm
Something like
more
that.
along the lines of finding a trap and then just running him over with a train and blowing it up.
Something like
This
that.
is bringing out some dark stuff here.
Okay, so that's how you kill a noble.
Alright, sounds fun.
Where do you want to go next with your investigation? Well, I guess the
Finding
final
him.
step would be the downfall of Mortimer Reed.
Yeah.
Wrong
Are we
time.
near the end already?
Of this part.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, Mortimer will have to have a replacement.
That's
And
right.
then
This is
That's
season
not actually
1.
his final form.
Season 1, Season 2, big changes coming. Mid-camp spawning at... Mid-camp's no longer spawning at 10 seconds.
All right, the downfall of Mortimer Reed. Do you guys feel that you've made any steps towards his downfall?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we found out how to
Killed
kill
a
him.
certain-
Well, yeah, you
found
found
out-
out how to kill him. You found out how to kill him. You found out that he's the rival of Jason Tabernacle, and you found out that his victims are all magical. But
And we geared up.
And how his soldiers work. What powers his soldiers?
yeah, sure. Soldiers powered by artifacts.
Yeah, as Irina says, we also powered ourselves up to be able to fight his soldiers better.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Instead of a noble has been killed by Xena Ruby's deadly force, I guess I'll just explain that for you because it's more like a game mechanic. But you guys kind of already learned that from Henry, who like literally said like 2 nukes, machine gun fire, and 2 stabbings, right? Like he said that, and that was the in-game explanation. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna tell you that the Chaotes are actually assisting, are in an alliance with Mortimer.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think that's too surprising.
Kinda is. There's, according to
Oh.
Julian, there's supposed to be individual. you
Yeah.
know?
Well,
Yes, but they like chaos.
yeah,
And
they
want
just sort of
to,
like
destroy
douche.
New York. So
They just sort of seek power, basically, is how the
Yeah.
Chaotes work. So downfall of Mortimer Reed, his soldiers are powered by artifacts. You have artifacts of your own. What else? And this is
found
less like mystery stuff. Like the other 3 steps have been mystery stuff. This is like dismantling and killing the dude.
Alright.
I guess the conclusion we had before that we have to kill him repeatedly, basically.
Yeah, knowing how to kill a noble.
We know that we can use Henry's help, Henry's chancel, to improve our skills further if we need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's sort of the you have artifacts of your own sort of thing.
I suppose, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I can't think of anything right now.
Me neither, actually.
All right, cool. I'm gonna give you 4 points. Actually, 5 points. 3 for the artifacts, and then 1 for the other 2. And then at 15, you'll have completed this step of the project. All right.
Oh, sorry. That whatever he's building his soldiers, so to speak, or his artifacts, is on a ley line intersection.
Yeah.
I mean, well, then could we say he needs human sacrifices as well for a weakness of his?
Sure. Well, that's already been said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the human sacrifices part. All right, cool. Now, have any characters grown in any significant way? So, characters growing, changing, learning things about themselves,
Ow.
having yappy little dogs.
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna be on my first one.
I would say that Dio is a little humbler, or at least less rash.
Okay. Sure.
Like not entirely a meditating individual. He still does a lot of rash stuff, but considerably less. Like at first, like if you remember the first episodes, you would just assume he knew everything because he was the real world. But
Yeah.
the further we dive into the magic madness, the more he realizes that, yeah, maybe I don't know anything about this.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sure. So, yeah, give yourself an additional 3 points of personal destiny.
Where am I?
That's on your character sheet under the
I'm
destiny
looking, I'm
section.
looking for myself.
Yeah, third from the bottom.
Do you say 2 points?
3, so 6 total.
Okay. Text box. Okay. Can I delete these? Okay, yeah. There you go.
All right. And anyone else feel like their character has grown at all?
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, actually, because I sent you that thing with my background,
Mm-hmm.
and Illyria is just sort of realizing that she can now help her family in some way, that there is some sort of hope for her family to sort of like further stuff in their goal.
Okay, cool. I would say that's worth 2 points. You're realizing that one of your goals can be achieved.
Mhm.
Okay, thank
Yeah, so put 2 points in your personal destiny box.
you.
I don't know much about Rem's motivations and history, so I don't know if he. I think he's become like one of his points is that he's easily frustrated.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been frustrated yet, so I guess that counts as an improvement.
I don't know. I don't feel like there's been much on the focus of me, mostly because I'm like not combat, and I guess I'm maybe like I understand like you guys a little bit more. Like I'm more comfortable and less like shy around you guys.
Sure, I think
But,
getting more comfortable with the team is worth 1 point of destiny. Sweet.
Yeah.
And Albatross, do you think he has grown at all?
I mean, I guess he wasn't shy at the club this time.
Yeah, I think
Well,
Albatross in
for-
general has become less shy as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's 2 points. Maybe more, because... Yeah, crowds make me anxious. Yeah, so 2 points.
I guess having to follow Dio around all the time is making him less, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Realizing there's worse things out there than a crowd.
Yeah, and
Basically,
then I also want everyone who got an artifact weapon to add another 2 points of destiny.
Ooh.
Right. I'll do that once I get off Mpun's email on my laptop.
All right, cool. Actually, I can just add it for you. How many total was it?
4.
4? Okay, sure.
It was 2 for my goals and 2 for the artifact.
Okay, I got 8.
Bam. All right.
8, Jesus. Calm down.
Hey, better. He's been there for a while. All right, cool.
I think I'm the only one besides. I think I'm the only one that has been here every session so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I miss.
Nice.
You missed 1 or 2.
I'm
Lyria's
2
been
for
up
2 right now.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So, I guess let's do shoutouts and end the session. So, I'm Kret. This is Magic Rising. If you missed part of it, you can find the VOD on my YouTube. And basically, people with Magic try and figure out why people are going missing. And, well, they sort of have, and now they're trying to stop it.
And if you missed the start, really do go back and watch it, because otherwise this makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, it makes some
It
sense.
still doesn't make sense if I'm honest, even if you watch them.
Shut up, yes it does.
It's starting to make sense.
It'll make sense one day.
All right.
Have an epiphany.
Alright, my name's Irina. Arctic Prime in game, and my Twitter is @ArcticPrime if you want to give me a follow, but I'm pretty much a nobody, so just follow for like cute pictures of dogs and stuff.
Albatross, Rem?
Alrighty. Mollusk, the Mollusk, IGN, the Mollusk, yeah. I tweet at voila_mollusk and sometimes stream, which you can find on my Twitter. But thanks for coming out to watch, everybody. It's a pleasure doing this with you, Kret.
Glad you guys are enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
Albatross, Silent Wolf.
Yeah, well, I'm Silent Wolf VG, or as Yannick calls me, Savage. You can find me on Twitter at SilentWolfVG, where I am savage. Please get me to Worlds. I want to go to Worlds. Please follow so I can go to Worlds. I think that's about it. Did I mention I want to go to Worlds?
Only
It's-
about 15 times.
Worlds is worth it. So
Please, Worlds.
I'm Proxy Damage, a coach for Invidious on the OC scene, Smite, and I write things for Smite Central. And it's also a pleasure for me to be here with Kret, Silent Wolf, Irene, and Mollusk this week, and hopefully many more weeks. Thanks you guys for watching, and you can follow me on Twitter at Proxy Damage and Smite Central. I write a lot of stuff there. You can find me there.
sick. All right, thanks for watching, guys. VODs are on YouTube. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
Bye.